All right, my dears, Daniela here, and welcome to the Spa Marketing Made Easy podcast. This is our Spa Social Beats episode where Daniela and I talk to you about social media tips, tricks, strategies, what's going on, what can we do, how can we make it better, how can we get more people to go from likes to clients, right? That's the ultimate goal. We want ROI on this time and energy that we are spending on social media. And today what we're talking about is when new features come out, should we just start using them right away, or should we come up with a good strategy first? And I think especially in the past year that with Instagram, I'm thinking in particular, we have IGTV, we have stories, we have reels, there's all these things that come out. Do you want to just start using them right off the bat, or is it better to come up with a strategy and then start using them? What are your thoughts on that, Danielle?
I have so many thoughts, and some of them are conflicting, I'll be honest, because I'm very much an experiential learner. Like, I have to do something to really learn it. I'm not one of those people who can just look at a tutorial and I get it. I have to do a little bit of both. So for me, sometimes just jumping right in is the only way I'm truly going to get a grasp and get it to be able to inform my strategy. That's how it was for Reels, especially. It wasn't until I really jumped into Reels that I went, oh, okay. I see how this can now fit into my overall social media plan. I will also say that social media platforms, especially Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, but Instagram seems to be the one that has the most rapidly firing new features left, right, and center. They really like it when you get on the bandwagon and you get on fast. They reward you for that. And they reward you with increased reach, and engagement comes from that increased reach. So it's a little bit of this double-edged sword where I don't think you should be jumping in on everything you see. Like, here's a good example too, TikTok. A lot of people jumped into TikTok. That was an example of me being like, I don't have the time right now. Like, this is just can't be a core focus in 2020 with the way my life is and with my current priorities and focus. I'm focused on Instagram. That's my platform. We're not going to do shiny object syndrome right now. So in that case, that's a thing where you may lose out on some potential growth there if you don't jump on right away. But if it's going to cost you being consistent or being focused on gaining more traction in the area where you're already starting to see that, or you've been seeing it, then you have to weigh that opportunity cost a little bit. But if you're in the space to go, you know what, I do want to explore something new, or this does look interesting, or I think I could be good at this. I think just jumping in and doing it and not trying to be too perfect before you just dive in can serve you really well, because you just won't know until you try.
Yeah. So I 100% agree with you. Like, if you have the time and bandwidth and, just follow that principle of done is better than perfect. Mm-hmm. But looking at myself, I know I am so much more of we've got to figure out the strategy first, mm-hmm. because I'm someone who does my 2020 or my annual planning in August. I can tell you every coaching call, all the things in there. And so when something new comes out, I'm like, no. I need to know exactly what we're using this for. Because like TikTok, right? Like, if you look at Snapchat, if you look at these different, TikTok is pushing hard. I'm seeing their ads everywhere. Mm-hmm. On Instagram, on Facebook, they're really wanting to be that platform. But I have a sneaking suspicion that it might be, what was it that took over? It was Periscope, and then it was Facebook Live, and then it was Snapchat, and then it was stories. And then Instagram and Facebook kind of gobble up the cool things of the new platforms that come out. And I think that people got a lot of traction on TikTok, but it is a very young audience. Mm-hmm. And that's, anyone that's talking about TikTok, you hear Gary Vee talking about it all the time, but he's mm-hmm. also saying, if you're marketing towards teenagers, right. Mm-hmm. Or tweens. And so for spa, it's I feel like Instagram is the place that's like, okay, we're going to take this really cool feature that allows you to be a better content creator, but we're going to roll it out in a platform that you can reach because I wouldn't be surprised if Facebook had something similar, coming out. And so it's like reaching those different target markets, but have a strategy of how is this going to create ROI for your business so that you're not just like all day, every day in social media, but you're actually getting results from it, because that is the end goal, right?
Absolutely.
That's the end goal. Super, super important. So, before we started recording, we were talking about, should we start doing reels? Like reels have been out, it seems like forever now, like everybody's doing them. There's all and now it's finally the conversation. Should we start doing that?
It's that thing though of like, I think when you have your focus and here's what we're focused on, and this is the current strategy, and we're executing it. And then you get to that point where it's like, okay, New Year's planning, like now is the appropriate time for us, and the way that we do work with your systems and Addo Aesthetics and how our team works together, that it was the appropriate time to start introducing that for us, like with the way that our team works and the way I work with other members of the team to work on social media. Just throwing something in like that can turn the whole rest of the system and strategy into like a topsy-turvy thing. And that just doesn't play out well for the long run. So yeah, but if it's just you and you're a solo and you don't have that system in place that necessarily takes other people into account or something like that, maybe you can be a little more nimble on just jumping into something if that's what you want to do. But like you said, I would still be really aware of how much time is that taking you? Because I will say, when I was exploring Reels for the first time, I did block out an hour, and I spent my whole hour figuring it out. Like it was not I get this in 10 minutes. And maybe that's because of my age. I feel like I'm past that point of easy grasping now. Like I've rounded the corner, and I'm at that point now where I'm like, oh, these things don't come naturally anymore. But I have to really go in there and learn it. And I blocked out an hour on my calendar and did it.
Even my 3-year-old, she does things to my phone that I have no idea. I have no idea. She puts it multiple times. She's put my phone on the blind settings. So the phone will and I have no idea how to turn it off. And so Kyle has to Google it. And I'm like, wow, what is she going to be able to do? Or what is social media going to be when she is a teenager? It's just,
I know. I think about that all the time, where I'm like, I mean, even the job that I do didn't exist when I was a kid. Like all of this social media and digital marketing, like did not exist when I was a kid. And it's always going to be evolving, and there's going to be something new a year from now. Like if it's not another platform, it's going to be another feature that Instagram rolled out. Although I think they're starting to get a little cluttered. So let's hope that they maybe rein it in a little bit. But yeah, there's always going to be something new. So whether it's Reels or some new platform, always be thinking about how is it going to affect your time and your current strategy. And
I think that's the moral of the story, is always remembering that time is your most valuable asset. And you've got to look at, what is that going to cost you? If you say yes to this, what are you saying no to? So if you say yes to spending 3 hours on Reels, what is that going to cost you? So look at the outcome. It can absolutely be super beneficial, but know your audience. I believe in knowing like, what is the purpose? So maybe the better answer is yes, explore and see, what kind of results you're getting, but don't dump a bunch of time into it if maybe that's not your audience. Is your audience watching Reels? We don't know. You don't know when they very first start, right? They may like IGTV was going to be this huge competitor to YouTube, and everyone was going to do it. And it's great. And I think it's been great to have those 1-minute previews in the feed, but it didn't start out that way.
No.
Right? It didn't start out that way. So I like to give it a little bit of time before you devote a massive amount of resources, but don't wait too long that you miss all the goodies that you get for being an early adopter.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So it depends is the answer. Like most things. All right, guys, I hope this episode helped. I encourage you to take action, do what's right for you and your business. You can always ask us questions over in the Spa Marketing Made Easy podcast. Tag us over there, and we'll catch you on the next episode.